Hello and welcome to the Yellow Chair Classroom. For quite some time, learners, you have been reading enjoyable classics. Here's yet another one. The Wonderful Bag. Hamid and Ali are fighting over a small damask bag and its likely contents. Can the bag really contain 2 spotted leopards, the entire city of Baghdad, or even 3 camels? It is up to the Qadi, the all-seeing judge, to open the bag and find out who is telling the truth. The sumptuous and richly detailed illustrations reflect both the humor and the magic of this Arabian tale, adapted from the 1001 Nights. One fine morning, Ali the Persian was sitting in the shop when Hamid, a big, strong mountain man, came by. He looked at some of the goods for sale and then, without warning, grabbed a small damask bag and walked away as calmly as if he had owned it since the day he was born. Astonished, Ali ran after him, yelling, "Give me back my bag or else pay me good money for it." Hamid simply shrugged his shoulders and growled, "This bag and everything in it belongs to me." In a fury, Ali shouted, "Oh fellow Muslims, help me save my goods from this wretch." A large crowd of merchants and townsfolk instantly gathered round and advised, "Go to the wise and all-seeing Qadi. He'll decide who is right and who is wrong." Many willing hands helped Ali drag Hamid through the market to the hall of judgment where sat the Qadi. "Which of you is laying the complaint?" he asked. Before Ali had a chance to open his mouth, Hamid stepped forward saying, "Allah bless my master the Qadi. This bag is my bag and everything in it belongs to me. I lost it and then by great good fortune saw it again in this man's shop." "In that case," said the Qadi, "to prove that it's yours, give me a list of its contents." Without a moment's hesitation, Hamid said, "In my bag, O Qadi, there are 2 crystal flasks, a lamp with a djinn, fine Persian carpets, a cat with 6 kittens, 3 camels, 2 needles, a silver pin, and 50 mountain men, all ready to swear this bag is mine." Then the judge turned to Ali, saying, "What is your answer to this?" Ali couldn't believe his ears. He was so astonished by Hamid's words that it took him a little while to come to his senses. At first, all he could say was, "May Allah lift up and honor our master, the Qadi. That hairy wretch is a thief and a liar." Then, not wanting to be outdone, he continued, "I know for certain that in my bag there is only a large dog kennel, a peacock, 2 spotted leopards, some jolly young fellows playing dice, handsome Prince Kushra riding his white stallion, a brigand's lair, a fishing net, a herd of gazelles, the entire city of Baghdad, and 1,000 merchants who will all swear this bag is mine." Hamid had been thinking hard while Ali was speaking, and when Ali finished, he burst into tears and sobbed, "Oh great Qadi, my bag is known throughout the land. Ask anybody who has eyes to see and a heart to tell, and they will say, this bag belongs to me." Hamid continued, as well as those things I have already mentioned, my bag contains an ivory chess set studded with emeralds and pearls, a mare and her foal, a golden scimitar, a sailing ship, gulls and panthems, two beautiful Greek slaves, an Abyssinian playing the clarinet, figs and apples, a chest full of golden dinars, the great mosque of Mashhad, a plank and a nail, the fabled palace of Suleiman the Magnificent, all the lands between Balak and Isfahan, the Indies and Sudan, and may Allah preserve the days of our master, the Qadi. A shroud and a coffin for the Qadi if he does not say the bag is mine. The Qadi rose up at this in a great fury and thundered, By Allah, either you are both rascals mocking myself and the holy law, or this bag is indeed a bottomless abyss filled with wonders. Whoever has been lying to me will be made to regret his piece of impudence. I shall now open the bag to see which one of you has been telling me the truth. The assembled crowd gasped and craned their necks for a better view as the Qadi turned the bag upside down and shook it. All that fell out was a shriveled piece of orange peel and some olive stone. Ali looked on in dismay and thought desperately for the last time. Finally he stammered, Oh Qadi, now I can tell, looking more closely at the bag, that the pattern of the damask is slightly different to mine. I don't know how I could have made such a mistake. This bag must belong to Hamid. So saying, Ali turned smartly on his heel and left the judgment hall, leaving poor Hamid to the wrath of the Qadi and the disappointed crowd.